Vivek started his campaign as a great supporter, the best president in generations, etc. He does say that. Unfortunately, now all he does is disguise his support in the form of deceitful campaign tricks. Very sly, but a vote for Vivek is a vote for the other side. Don't get duped by this. A vote for Trump. Don't waste your vote. Vivek is not, I keep going back and forth with Vivek and Vivek, is not MAGA. The Biden indictments against his political opponents will never be allowed in this country. They are already beginning to fall. Wait, the Biden, hold on. Maybe I read that. The Biden indictments against his political opponent will never be allowed in this country. They are already beginning to fall. Oh, I see what he's saying. Okay, yeah. Like no one's going to stand for this. So before I comment, let's go to the original post. So this is kind of, I don't know for sure, but I think this is what triggered it, just because I just saw this now. Some people say it is directly related to this. Some people say no, Trump just kind of brought that up because it's getting close to the caucus. I don't know. So Vivek tweeted out, a group of young men in Iowa came out in the blizzard. They sent a clear message. Their shirt says, "Save Trump, vote Vivek." So they're trying to say, like, look, we love Trump. He's a good guy. We have to save him from this corrupt administration. And the only way to do that is for Vivek, because he's the only other candidate, other than Trump, obviously, who would pardon himself, is talking about saving himself from this corruption. And their view is obviously Trump can't win. The DC's not going to let him in there. So they said, why waste your vote on Trump? He's not going to win. Vote for us. I disagree. But let me tell you why I disagree real quick before we get into the other tweets, because there's been a couple of them. I see what they're saying. Like, I get the message. Save Trump, vote Vivek. But there's first of all, Trump is the most popular Republican that's ever existed in our party. He's received more votes than any Republican in our party. Both elections, by the way, even in 2016. You can fact check that. He is in the top. I think he's received more votes than any president ever, but of course we got to pretend that he didn't. So saying the most popular president ever, who's gaining a lot of new support from Hispanics, from blacks, from young people, surprisingly. Evangelicals, I don't know if you guys saw my last video where we covered how evangelicals are spiking for Trump. And NBC had a freaking meltdown about it. I don't see any indication in the slightest, whether it be polls or it be in person. I work in a small family-owned business, small town. I talk to a lot of everyday Americans. I'm not seeing any indication anywhere, even remotely, that anyone else has a chance in the general other than Trump. They keep saying he can't win. I'm like, where are you seeing that? Where? Because there's a few people who used to support Trump that now support DeSantis, and they were losing their minds on Twitter. I'm not seeing this Trump can't win wave anywhere. There's no indication anywhere that he can't win. So it's Vivek, DeSantis, Haley. They all have their own way of going about campaigning, but they all have that one message in unison that Trump can't win. They keep repeating that. You might say, well, Vivek likes Trump. It's in good faith. It's still the same message. Don't vote for Trump. He can't win. My personal view on it, especially after they raided Mar-a-Lago, was that the deep state's after Trump. He's after MAGA. They just announced that they're going to start arresting people who didn't even go into the Capitol, who were standing outside, which they already have, by the way, arrested a lot of people. Owen Schroyer is one of them, outside the Capitol, because he shouted 1776. They said that could be turned into violence somehow. It's a kangaroo court, to say the least. Corruption on levels we've never seen. They're going to go after every single January 6er that attended. Every single one. It doesn't matter, even if they were just at Trump's speech, where it was like what, a mile away from the Capitol, and then they went home. Because we heard plenty of people say, like, yeah, I watched Trump's speech and I just went home. I didn't go to the Capitol. They're still going to go after those people. Political prisoners for the first time ever in America. They're not going to stop until Trump is either in prison, in shackles, or dead. And it's more than about just arresting Trump, because Trump's getting old. They know eventually, whether he wins the election or not, his time's coming to an end. And they know that. They want to completely destroy the MAGA movement, just like they did with the Tea Party. They want to destroy the movement. And not just destroy it. They want to say, you see what we did with Trump and MAGA? Do you guys see that? Don't you ever come into our swamp again. Don't you ever try that shit. Or we'll make what we did to them nothing compared to what we'll do to you. You stay in line, you do as you're told, like little sheep. You don't ever try this again. They want to completely destroy the America First Trump movement. So voting for someone else for me just feels like giving up. It feels like waving a white flag. It feels like, all right, we're sorry. We had enough, deep state. You win. We'll go for somebody else. We're sorry. And I'm not going to let those sons of bitches win, especially after the raid of Mar-a-Lago and the indictments. Fani Willis, the other bitch. There's so many I can't keep up with their name. Letitia James. It's letting them win. They want to just not destroy. They want to break our spirit, scare us, make us fall back in line like good little sheep. That's one main reason, of one of many, that I'm voting for Trump. I'm not going to let them win. I'm not going to let them have it, because I know it's what they want. They want me to give up. When I say me, I mean a lot of people like me. So again, Vivek, DeSantis, Haley, they have their own way of campaigning, but they all have that same message of Trump can't win, vote for me. Like, they'll say a lot on the campaign trail, but at the end of the day, they're all going to say the same thing. Trump can't win, vote for me.